Hello. My name's Andrew Moir. I just turned 20 years old 3 days ago.
Yay!
I promise it's my last time trick-or-treating, but yeah, this whole time. Yeah, so it's Halloween. Happy Halloween. Yeah, a lot of people partying. On the weekend, maybe. I feel really young here, but whatever. And, yeah, so I went to a party on the weekend because I'm young and hip. So went there, was good. A lot of craziness, a lot of insanity. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Project X. Anybody seen it?
Wrong crowd.
Neither have I. So anyways, yeah, a lot of weird people at the party. A lot of weird people. Guy came up to me. I was walking around the corner and we hit shoulders. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, man. I didn't mean to hit you. And then he's just like, did the weirdest thing I've ever seen, the weirdest insult. He was like this tall and he's looking up at me and he's just like, shut your dick. Like, that's the weirdest thing you could say to somebody. I don't know exactly what you're trying to say. So I was all kerfuffled. Yeah, choose the word kerfuffled. Whatever. So I went up to the host and I was like, Grandma, your friends are really weird at this party. She looks at me, she's like, quit being a little bitch. I was like, whoa. Grandma, you're scary. Fine. So, stayed at that party. It was really cool. But then you gotta use a public washroom, and I'm scared of public washroom, and there's so many people. Every time you go into a public washroom, it's a different experience. When you go into a public washroom by yourself, you're free, you can do whatever you want. You can go, you can check your hair, you're like, oh yeah, I look good. Button down, button back up, button down, two down, a little risque. Go down, put it back up, no, you're good, you can do anything, you can, whatever. No one's there, it's cool. It's fine. No one really cares. You can go check your armpits. I do it right now, but I don't want to show that'd be gross. So you can go, you can check, you're like, one time I was doing that, I was just like, I see it there and I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should stand like this the whole time. And then a guy came in and I was just like, the only thing that came to my mind, I was just like, sports. He came in. I thought the guy would come in and be like, oh, this is really weird. Why is this guy yelling sports at me? But he just kind of came along with it and he's just like, yeah, sports. Yeah. So he walks in and then the weirdest thing happened to me, like the most awkward moment. When you're in a washroom, the most awkward thing you can do is make eye contact with a guy. In guys' washroom, you just don't do that because then it's weird. It's really weird. So I looked at the guy, he came in, I was just like, jeez. Made eye contact with him, and I knew the guy, and it got all awkward, and I was wearing a hat, and I don't usually wear hats. I don't know nothing about sports, but I had like a New York Jets. I think they're basketball or football or something, and I thought I was cool because I was wearing a hat, I'm young. And he's just like, so what do you think about Tebow? And I was just like, what'd you say to me? He's just like, what do you think about Tebow on the team? I was just like, TiVo, yeah, it's a good program. Good TV shows. And he's just like, no, Tebow, he just joined the New York Jets. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I just started talking to him about random sports things, and I was just like, yeah, defensive lineman, touchdown, swoosh. And then he's just like, yeah, okay, he clearly knew I didn't know what I was talking about. I was just BSing it like I did my whole film studies degree at Carleton University. And then the worst thing, while I'm BSing it, I did the worst thing you could possibly do, even worse than making eye contact. I made eye contact with his crotchal region, which is really gross. And I noticed one thing, his fly was open, and I don't know how to tell him. It's like bro code. You have to tell the guy that his fly is open. When I made eye contact with the crotchal region, I noticed it was open. I didn't know what to do, and then I went up to him right before he left the washroom, and I didn't know what to say. So I was just like, you have to tell him. I'm like, he's gonna go to the party, and it's gonna be really gross, and his fly's gonna be open. So I walk up, and I'm like, shut your dick. And he looks back at me, and he's like, no man, you shut your dick. Good one. Thanks, Andrew Moir.
All right, guys, give it up for Andrew doing a great job.